Cybertruck in here today, but the lady at the desk told me that they're trying to get one in by the end of the year in probably Yorkdale Mall in Toronto, their flagship store. I'm just here today to get the winter tires on. Okay, testing the new extender gimbal on it to see how that works. It is recording. Gimbal, axle. Okay. Let's go test this thing out. What's it say on there? Okay, I'm gonna head out through the woods, take a little trip through the woods to see what it looks like. With the Pocket 3 test. So far, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good on the phone. Is it picking up the audio, I wonder? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Guess I have the audio there. How's that doing? Okay. Heading through the woods. Okay. Be interesting to see how well this follows. Oh, I didn't bring the wide angle. So okay. Walk through the woods with the Osmo Pocket 3. It's pretty wet here in the forest. Dirty shoes. The shoes will be dirty when I get home. They're wet. Okay. I'm going to put the little mic up higher, and I hope it's connected. I'm not sure if it is. I'm going to turn it off and then turn back on. The blue light is flashing. I don't think that's... Okay, I turned off the mic. Mic 2. I'm going to turn it back on. Okay. It's flashing blue. I'm not sure if that's working. Not sure at all. Have to work on that a bit. Make sure it is working. And let's look again at the phone. Oh yeah. Seems to be tracking pretty good, just walking with this through the woods. It's a nice afternoon in the woods. It's warmer, a lot warmer than it was when I rode the bike through with the Action 4. Recording 9 minutes so far. Very good. Nice and sunny here. I wonder if I had to activate the mic from within. I think I'll stop at the bench and see if I can get the mic on for sure. I'll bet you anything I had to look at the menu system and turn the mic on. But you know, I'm holding the phone out in front of me, and because the gimbal is further away from my spotty. I don't think it's catching. It's not catching the phone unless I raise it up. So that's pretty good. I can look down at the phone and keep track of what the camera is seeing without the phone having to get in the way. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to sit down at the bench and see if I can get the microphone to work for the trip back to see how that compares. But I'm pretty sure I'm just recording now through the internal mic on the Osmo 3 and not on the mic 2, which I think would be better, especially if there's wind, a wind noise coming through. We shall see. But if this works, this will be great for taking walks and recording the walk. I think I'll go down by the Twin Lakes by Paris, on the way to Paris, and walk that boardwalk, then see how it works. With this system, I think it'll be good. Added a little droning into it, and wow, be able to really record both from the ground and from the air in my travels. Great for vacations. Hi. I'll sit there. Hello. Hello. I think this guy up ahead is going to feed the birds. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Oh, okay. Now I'm recording. With the new mic, I added the mic 2 from the bench, and I'm walking to the river road and back, and then all the way out as I record this. But if the videos on the camera is any indication, this is looking pretty good. Ooh. And just walk normal, and it records exactly what I'm seeing now. Pretty impressive. That gimbal stays steady. I'm just wondering on the screen if there's anything on the screen that's showing as I walk by people. It's not good if what the screen is showing. I'll have to find a setting to see if I can turn the screen off when I do this. When I wear it on my shoulder pack. Nice blue sky today. So neat that I can control the gimbal from the phone. Now I can be a vlogger, and schizophrenic vlogger. How would you know? Be talking to himself, or is he talking to the camera or the mic? But I guess since I set up the mic, it's a pretty good bet that that's what I want to do. Okay. I guess it'd be better going through the woods again rather than going along the street. So that's what I'll do. Go back through the woods. Let's time this. Okay, I'm on my walk back, recording how long it takes. And yeah, I did good today. I got this morning, very productive. Got the mouse that was in the garage and the mouse trap that he had separated from. Got the winter tires on the Model Y done. And then put the winter tires all back in the shed. Yeah. And then had lunch with Greg. And now it's kind of windy. You can see the wind kicking up. So hopefully the mic will be eliminating all that wind. We shall see. Yeah. There. Oof. It's too high there. It's better. Let's really see the sparkling water on the path here. I keep the path right in the middle. I'm sure the quality on this will be a lot better than the Action 4 as well because of the 1-inch sensor. And I'm recording it in log 10M, which I can grade afterward much better. just put the LUT in that DJI provides for this camera to convert from Log M to Rec 9. I'm very impressed with it, how good it does it. Yeah, you'll see how accurate it is, how much it looks like what I'm seeing with my eyes versus the grayish video that you see on the camera. And it's a fairly wide angle anyways, 20 millimeter. You're not missing much without, putting the wide angle on, except maybe the aberration and the edges. So it's probably better to film mostly like this anyways. And I'm so impressed how the phone can be used with the Osmo app to keep the camera aligned and seeing just what you want to see, like the field of view that you're seeing yourself. So yeah, pretty darn good. I'm sure you look like a bit of a goofball with this thing strapped to you, but it's better than, I think, having it high up on the helmet. And yeah, some people in a baby carriage. Ooh, glaring right into the light. Wonder what this will look like. Yeah. Hello. Practicing. Yeah, I look like a real tourist, I'm sure. It's quite glaring in the woods here, so we'll see how that renders out in the final video. But if the Air 2S drone, which this gimbal and sensor is based on, is any indication, that it should be quite good. And I guess the next big thing is how I'm walking normally, and I don't think it's up and down. Hey. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Charlie's getting a ride?
Well, she didn't want to come through here. Sometimes I think
Oh.
the coyote can be.
Oh yeah,
out,
I'm sure it is.
and she's like, no, I'm not going. So we put her in and make her go a little bit, and then she can walk down the street.
Well, the paws must get pretty wet too,
Yes,
on
they
this
do.
muddy. Yeah.
Yes.
Why
Catch
not?
anything good?
Not really. No, I'm looking around. Birds are really not too many around. It's pretty
Yeah.
quiet.
We were just down in Dundas doing a section of the Bruce Trail, and I saw the fattest robin I think I've ever seen.
Oh,
in my
really?
life. I'm like, are you not supposed to be going somewhere? So lots of hawks.
Yeah.
Lots
Oh
of
yeah.
hawks down there.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of get fed up of feeding the birds too, because I only get doves in that feeder I got. And then we noticed these little black bugs that are all over the place coming out of the seed, right? And then we got it in the garage. We're always catching mice in there. So.
Well, it's funny you say that, because Claire, in their house, John went to get in his car and fill up his windshield wiper at the back,
Oh yeah.
and it just poured right through and wouldn't come out or whatever. He looked at it, and they had a rat. They'd seen a few rats around their neighborhood. They were all dug up for sewers
Yeah.
and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, a rat was under his hood chewing on his wires.
Oh God.
So, and what's happened too is they realized that the neighbor beside them has 4 bird feeders out the front, which is kind of right beside where John's car is.
Yeah. Right.
And they're not squirrel proof.
Oh, I see.
So she fills them. The squirrels dump them.
Yeah.
And it's a free source for the rats.
Ah,
She's like, oh my God, rats! And I've seen a few of them around. I'm like, yeah, I would lose my mind. My second handle rats, I'd be like, no.
yeah, I know. Mice are okay, but field mice. But you know what? Like, we had the compost back there too, and then I pulled it off one day to dump more in, and there was a big rat in there.
Oh, boy.
So you're just attracting the rats,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, that's why
the
I'm
nesting.
like, yeah, no, don't put any garbage out. Make sure
Yeah.
you keep your, stuff cleaned up. And
I know.
they say food source and if they have water too, like people that have the water fountains and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Jill had a problem with them too.
That's all right.
I mean, let's face it though, we live in a forest, so.
Oh, I know. You can expect there be here, but still,
Yeah.
you don't want to feed them and
No.
bring them to the house.
No.
I see the coyote coming up the backyard quite often.
I know.
You know,
He was just walking down the street, down the sidewalk, like he was like, oh, taking myself for a walk.
you know what? And I seen him walking between our houses from the sidewalk. He's got a route
I know.
that
it's weird.
he travels there.
But I don't understand why they would, like, are they getting garbage out there? Like, why would they go, like, if this is your habitat, what are they doing out in the city?
They probably are getting garbage,
Yeah.
and maybe cats, little dogs.
Yeah,
Who
maybe.
knows? You know?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
You wouldn't want Charlie out there.
No. Well, it's funny because I often have her sitting out there, and if I do, I'm always at
Yeah.
my kitchen sink. But then I was thinking about it, going, if it actually came up and grabbed her,
You would never.
I wouldn't be out fast enough.
Yeah.
She's on a chain.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
How do I get her out of this animal's
Yeah,
mouth while
yeah.
pulling? Yeah, it would be. I would be traumatized for the rest of my life.
Get the broom out, but they wouldn't
Yeah.
do much, you know.
No,
Yeah.
no. Well, and then you worry about rabies and all that.
Oh, I
stuff
know.
Too,
I
right?
know.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. All ready for Christmas?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Still keeping the secret?
Oh yeah.
Good
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
A couple more days.
I know. Well, we are. I don't know if Paulette told you. In March, we're taking the kids and everybody down to Mexico.
Yes, and you cannot let them know before.
No,
Christmas, right?
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
I know.
So-
It's funny. You just. It's almost like don't even tell me because I don't want to be the secret
Yeah.
keeper.
Well, I got to get Paulette's present. That's the last one I have to get,
Yeah.
and so.
Oh, it's typical.
Yeah.
male. Scott would say you got plenty of time.
I know. Okay, talk to you later. Oh, Carlene Waters, our next door neighbor. Remember Bewitched? The neighbors. I doubt if she even knew I was recording her. I can hear that plane in the background and see if that comes out on the recording. But this mic too is pretty darn good. It should automatically engage, but I guess I should make sure when I leave, make sure I do have it activated and connected. And apparently, well, I did download the software update for the Action 4, and it can now use the mic, this mic 2 from the Osmo. Which is excellent because now you don't have to take off that little side panel and ruin the waterproofing of it. But yeah, that was a great update for the Action 4 for this mic. DJI is really hitting the ball out of the park lately with their software updates. Now this gimbal mode, I think is called the follow, and it's the default, I believe, and it keeps the horizon steady. So hopefully I'm not bouncing up and down. I'm not doing like a ninja walk like I am now to stop it from moving excessively. And maybe, I think hand holding it, you're bound to get up and down. But hopefully when you're keeping it on your knapsack at the steady, it's not bouncing up and down, I don't believe. So that should be better than even hand holding it and walking. But I guess we'll see. Yeah. And apparently if you really want it to be smooth, even hand holding, you should walk like a ninja like this. I'm doing it really now to see if there's any difference. Okay. I know Rick was pretty impressed with it, using it as a car cam recorder on the dashboard. It recorded our trip up the Sault Ste. Marie very well. Taking it out of my pocket every once in a while and just taking a snippet here and there. That really worked good. And the same thing with taking pictures, even hand holding it from the passenger seat. I did use it 2 times to keep the hood and the top of the car out of the camera's view, and I think that worked good. Although, of course, with the windshield wipers on once in a while, or the salt on the window, it didn't help. Always use my big camera. You can't really record it with the action cameras. These little DJI. I'm pretty impressed with this thing. You hardly see it. Okay. I guess I'll take this off when I get home and see what exactly the screen is showing when it's recording. I might have to try to find a setting to shut the screen off and still record if that's possible. You know that the height is about right on. It's about perfect. It's not too high. It's just below eye level, but winter tires. treads look pretty good. Pretty deep. Brand new winter tires.